Welcome. There's a question that surfaces a lot in discussions about Egypt's extraordinary past. Did Coptic Christians destroy ancient Egypt's religion and temples? The real answer is a lot more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Let's dig into what really happened. First, a bit of context. By the 4th century AD, Egypt was a province of the Roman Empire. The old gods of Egypt were still worshipped, especially in rural areas, but things were changing fast. The big push didn't start with local Egyptians. It came from the top, with Roman emperors converting to Christianity. The game changer was Emperor Theodosius I in 391 AD. He outlawed all pagan worship and ordered temples across the empire to close. Suddenly, all the ritual, funding, and official backing that kept these ancient traditions alive vanished almost overnight. So, what became of Egypt's temples and religion? It was a slow fade, not a single dramatic event. Many temples just fell into ruin. Without state money, priests lost their jobs and the buildings decayed. Others were repurposed. Christians sometimes converted temples into churches or monasteries, scraping away carvings of old gods or whitewashing sacred walls. Sometimes stones from these temples were simply recycled for new buildings. Yes, there were moments of violence. The destruction of the Serapeum in Alexandria is one famous example. Statues smashed, rituals stopped, and maybe even parts of the library destroyed. But it's crucial to remember, this wasn't just a uniquely Egyptian story. Similar things happened all over the Roman Empire, often driven by imperial orders and religious zeal, not just by Copts. Which brings me to the Copts themselves. The word Copt actually comes from the Greek for Egyptian. These Christians were the direct descendants of the pharaohs. Over time, they switched faiths, but they didn't arrive as outsiders. Their art, their language, even written in Greek letters, carry echoes of ancient Egypt. After the Arab conquest in the 7th century, some temple stones were reused again, this time for new Islamic buildings. Natural disasters and simple neglect also did their part. Today, Copts are among the most passionate defenders of Egypt's ancient heritage, seeing it as their own story. So did Egyptian Christians destroy ancient Egypt's religion and temples? In part, yes. Some helped repurpose or dismantle temples, usually under Roman policies. But overwhelmingly, it was Roman imperial law and loss of support that caused the decline. Most temples weren't violently destroyed, and the Copts are, in fact, the direct descendants of ancient Egyptians. This isn't a story of foreign conquest, but one of gradual transformation, driven by empires, faith, and the tides of history. Egypt's legacy endures, not least in its people. What do you think about cultural and religious change across history? Drop your thoughts below and check out the links for more on Egypt's incredible journey. Thanks for joining me.